Reaction. This is third time I've tried to do this. First time I accidentally went into this video on the last reaction of Boogie I did. And then I saw my mom and my uncle outside my trailer, so I wanted to talk with them for a bit. Plus I knew my uncle was playing Monopoly Go, which is a game I've been playing religiously lately, so. But yeah. GTA 6 reveal, Microsoft fires humans to hire AI, so let's see what happens in this video.
This video is brought to you by Meta PCs. Check out the link in the description box below to check out their early Black Friday sale, and when you decide to buy, use code BOOGIE to save 5%. Two big gaming news pieces came up today, and I had to come in here and talk about them. Number one involves GTA 6. The second one involves AI. Now, the first bit of news involves Rockstar Games saying they're celebrating their 25th anniversary. But in this thread, we got something really exciting. It says, we are excited to let you know that in early December, we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you. Woo, baby, let's go! I love the GTA series. I picked up with it with number 3. San Andreas was absolutely fantastic. Vice City is my personal favorite because I grew up on a lot of the music that's in the original soundtrack for Vice City, though they changed that soundtrack a lot in the remakes. I loved GTA 5's story mode, and I might be a little bit unusual here, but I don't give a crap about GTA Online. I like story modes. So it has been a very frustrating 10-year wait for me. I'm aware that Online has some...
I don't blame you there. I do like Online, but I get you liking the story stuff better with Grand Theft Auto because, yeah. Also, yeah, he mentioned something about, 25-year anniversary. Rockstar is probably my favorite video game company because, that's the, it's my favorite game company along with another video game company called Square Enix. Because, Rockstar is the company that produces Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. And Square Enix is the company that produces Life is Strange and Final Fantasy. So, those two will always be my favorite video game companies. There's other good ones out there too. For example, the ones that have produced, Halo, Destiny, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Among Us. But I have to put my favorite video game companies to Rockstar and Square Enix. Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, Final Fantasy, Life is Strange, So that's why, Square Enix and Rockstar are always going to be my favorite video game companies too. So that's something to remember as well. So, anyways, let's continue.
Narrative to it. But I mostly just watch those videos online. I'm not going to buy shark cards. I'm not going to play the online game. I don't want to play with other people. I just want storyline. I want narrative.
For me, if you ever do play Grand Theft Auto Online, whatever Grand Theft Auto that may be, 4 or 5, or I guess 6 when that comes out, only play with someone that you're good friends with. If you have friends to play Grand Theft Auto with, then play it. I had played Grand Theft Auto a little bit in the last 18 months, but I deleted the game a few months ago because activity for Grand Theft Auto 5 pretty much went down to 0. So, same thing happened to Red Dead, but Red Dead's a bit different for me than Grand Theft Auto. And I will try to get Grand Theft Auto 6 once I get a PlayStation 5, because I do not think GTA 6 will be on PS4. So, which is why, once I do this payoff to my uncle and my cousin for this PlayStation 4, because when I first moved here, my big gave me his PS4, so it's kind of a payoff for that. Once that is done, though, I want to get a Nintendo Switch. I really do. But I might just wait to ask my dad for that maybe next year, or my mom, my aunt, my uncle, something like that. I think next year I'll ask for a Nintendo Switch, get that going again. And as far as saving up to get a console, I think I'm going to do PlayStation 5. So I'm already getting an Xbox One this year. And that will just leave Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 in the future to get. I can ask for a Nintendo Switch next year, and I can save up for a PlayStation 5. This PlayStation 5s can be up to $500, sometimes $600. So, I think it might just be better if I do that. Because, I mean, it's just better that way. So once I pay off this PlayStation 4 thing, I will be saving up for PlayStation 5. And if I'm lucky, somewhere around 2025, I will have a PlayStation 5. I'll probably get the Nintendo Switch for my next year's birthday or Christmas by then. Or I can ask my dad to get me a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. So, I'll see what I can do about that. If I'm lucky, I'll get an Xbox One and a Nintendo Switch this year. Those are my biggest wants right now. PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One. So, once I have those game systems, and I'm all good with game systems, I don't need to worry about them. And as far as playing old Nintendo games like Nintendo 64, that won't even be a concern anymore because of what I could do on a Nintendo Switch. So, it's as simple as that. Even my cousin wants a Nintendo Switch, and I don't blame him for that. And maybe one day, me and Ben will both have a Nintendo Switch, and I'll be able to play games with him, depending on what games we get. I'm sure he likes Smash Brothers, so I'll definitely play that with him as well. So, anyways, with that being said, let's continue.
Rockstar tells stories exceptionally well, especially in single player. Now, we're also getting rumors that we'll have a release date based with this reveal trailer. They're thinking maybe 2024. I think 2025 is much more realistic, but it doesn't matter what date they announce. Rockstar always delays everything because a bad game that's released early is bad forever. Delay your games until it's good. We're all willing to wait.
I agree. I was willing to wait the 8 years for Red Dead Redemption 2, and look how that game turned out. Along with Final Fantasy XIV, Red Dead is the only story mode. Final Fantasy XIV, I mean. Red Dead's the only story mode that actually made me shed some tears from how emotional the story got. So, and Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker did the same thing. But as much as I love Final Fantasy, and it's still my favorite game over Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 had more of an emotional impact when I did that story. So,
little bit longer. My big concern is that Rockstar is just not the company that it once was. There's a lot of companies that we've put, on a pedestal throughout the years we've seen fall off, whether it's Ubisoft, EA, most notably Blizzard in the recent years. I really hope GTA 6 doesn't prove that what they do best is make online games and they're no longer able to make single-player narratives. That's my biggest concern, but I'm going to hold out hope. Please, Rockstar, for the love of God, get this one right. We need you to get this one right. The other thing I want to talk about is AI, artificial intelligence, and this is something I've been obsessed with since ChatGPT launched. The rest of the internet as well. My YouTube video feed is filled with it, but I don't talk about it much here. But allow me to talk about it today. Xbox has announced a partnership with In-World AI to bring generative AI to games, including AI game dialogue and narrative tools at scale. Well, I don't like that. And the problems with this are obvious, but I think Alana Pierce brings up a really good point when she says, imagine announcing this in a year where the games industry has laid off 6,000 people. AI is a wonderful tool. And I do think, as many people say, it's the worst it'll ever be. It's only going to get better from here. And if you want AI to write stuff for you like code and technical things, I think it's always going to do a very good job of that. It does a pretty good job now. But when it comes to my favorite games, they're not just technically well done. They are artistically well done. They are beautiful. They have a very unique artistic style that comes from an artist, and I don't know that we'll ever truly see AI.
I've been playing video games since I was 5, and I'm probably going to keep playing video games until I'm 50. It's as simple as that. Probably past that too. I'm just saying, I'm always going to be playing video games. I was born, and I grew up where video games was a very common thing out there. So I'm always going to want to be around, and play video games. Final Fantasy XIV is a big example to that. So is Red Dead Redemption 2. Other games too, but I don't really play them much anymore. Like Grand Theft Auto, Overwatch. you know. But I'm always going to respect the history and the fun I've had, especially with the friends that I've had on that game, especially Overwatch, because, I mean, in 2017 and 2018, it got to a point on Overwatch where I had to go to custom games with my friends because there were so many of us playing Overwatch at the time. It's not really the case anymore. And earlier this year, Red Dead Redemption 2 was pretty active. I literally had a full posse quite a few times, helping them level up. So, at this point, William, who I do the Twitch reactions for, is the highest out of everyone I've helped level up this year. One of them removed me and everybody in that group, not just me, so he does have an issue with me, but I don't know, he removed everybody. He's not friends with Julian or Colton, and you know. Eventually we'll start uploading my video clips again, and you'll see Hunter, Julian, and that group that I'm talking about soon. You guys have already seen a little bit of it with Julian, Hunter, and Kaya, but you'll see more going forward for sure, so. But yeah, anyways, let's continue this.
Be able to replace artists as much as just emulate art. I don't want to play a game that has AI generated art. I don't want to play a game that has AI written dialogue. I don't want to play a game that has AI written stories, because I do not believe AI can write a compelling story without stealing from other artists to get it done. And I hate to make it about myself, but as the son and grandson of coal miners, I lived through the recession of the coal mining industry, and I saw what had happened to me, myself, my family, my neighbors, and my friends. And I don't want to see the games industry go through this type of recession anyway. Even if AI could make it just as good, even if AI could make it better without theft, I still don't want to see people losing their jobs. If some indie developer used AI to create an incredible game out of their bedroom tomorrow because they didn't have the resources to hire the people they needed, I would be all for that. But are you telling me Microsoft doesn't have the money they need to hire actual artists? Microsoft has infinite resources, and if they want to make quality games, they do not need to take shortcuts like AI. They can hire skilled professionals to put together their games. And that's absolutely should be what they are doing at this point in time. Maybe in 100 years where AI is everything and it's just as good as any human could ever be, but now, when people need that money more than ever, in this economy, in this climate, hire actual people, assholes. If you use AI right now, I think what it's best at doing is not writing stories or narrative, not dialogue, not the voices, not the art, none of that stuff. It'll be best at writing code, and it'll mostly be used to create more copy-paste bullshit in open worlds, and nobody likes that to begin with. I don't want to do the same repetitive tasks over and over like I have in every Ubisoft game for the last decade. Gameplay loops in video games are extremely important. If the game isn't fun to play, then you're not going to play it. But that's not why I purchase a game. That's not why I finish a game. I buy most games that I play because I want the single-player narrative. I want to be awed by the spectacle of it. I want to see the beauty in the art. I want to cry when I hear the stories. I want to love the characters. I want to experience life as that character. And AI cannot do that yet. Please, let's not start putting people out of a job who can create incredible games like this to create copy.
Well said, Boogie. I don't want that either. I was just talking to myself while this video was playing about... Alright, so... I should pause and set this earlier, but I'm going to say it now. This AI thing seems to be getting out of hand, but if EA, Activision, Blizzard, they want to do this AI bullshit, let them. They can literally knock themselves out with that. This AI crap better not ever touch Square Enix and Rockstar, because I really respect and love those game companies and the games that they produce. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Final Fantasy 14, you know, that wasn't made by AI, and look how good those games are, you know. I'm literally on Final Fantasy 14 right now, too. So that's something to remember as well. Let's see. So, yeah. I don't want the AI bullcrap to ever touch those two gaming companies. Square Enix and Rockstar are doing really good without it. They don't need to change that at all. And Boogie's right. People shouldn't be put out of a job because of, AI and technology. This Futurama-esque bullcrap that's going on. So,
East garbage written by AI. I just don't want it. Competent video games written entirely by AI, whether it's the coding, the art, the voice acting, the narrative, all of it, it will eventually happen. But it doesn't have to happen today. And if it does, if you try to put this down our throats, just like cloud gaming, I've got a very strong suspicion players are going to reject it. I think that means Microsoft is wasting its money investing and partnering with an AI company now. Wait until it's good enough. But I promise you, it's not good enough yet. But even if AI is good enough to make the next Halo, the next Spider-Man, the next God of War, the next Mario Wonder, what about the human cost that's involved? There are so many incredible people that have worked to create these incredible games, and they have so much work left in them. Let them create the work. Even if the AI work is identical, let's have humans do it. I know it costs a little bit more, but this industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. 2023 is a record-setting year for a lot of these game companies. You can afford to employ human beings. Hey, you made it to the end of this video, and I think that's super cool. So I wanted to let you know that this channel is once again sponsored by the folks over at Meta PCs. If you're looking to buy yourself a brand new desktop, a laptop, if you're looking to build yourself something, Meta PCs has got you covered. They got an early Black Friday sale with prices slashed down to 65%, and it lasts till November the 24th. Whatever you're looking for,
one of these days in the future, I would like to get that, what he's talking about here, because Final Fantasy 14 is 75% PC, and I would like to switch to PC on this game one day in the future. So, but PlayStation's worked for me so far. The only issue is slow typing, and as long as that's the only issue, it really doesn't matter too much to me, So.
Code Boogie used at Meta PCs can help save you some money. When you buy a pre-built or custom-built machine from Meta PCs, you are guaranteed customer service, guaranteed quality parts, guaranteed tested parts, and they'll make sure everything works exactly the way it's supposed to for as long as you need it to. I think it's worth the money. So if you need computer parts to build your own, if you need a new laptop, if you need a new desktop, trust Meta PCs to do it for you, and use code Boogie at checkout to support me and save some money at the same time. Until next time, guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon.
Okay, so yeah, I had quite a bit to say in that video. This video was even 9 minutes, and the reaction itself is 18 minutes going now. That's crazy. But yeah, now I meant what I said about, that's my opinions on that with this whole AI thing that's going on. So, and everything else. And yes, I will need to save up for a PlayStation 5 next year. That's actually going to be the plan. I mean, obviously I'm getting an Xbox One for my birthday. And, my birthday and Christmas are always like a month neighbors type deal. So I think I'll just ask for a Nintendo Switch next year, which is probably just a little less costable than what an Xbox One is. So I will try to get a Nintendo Switch for my birthday or Christmas next year. And as far as saving up to get a console, I'm going to get a PlayStation 5. So that's something to remember as well. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, I'm looking forward to accomplishing this stuff. Trying out these newer games. Because I only have a PlayStation 4 right now. I also have a PlayStation 3, but there's not much I can do with that. So, but yeah.